Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have myself a drink and we're going to tackle the question, should education be free? This is, of course, another of my 250 philosophical questions that I found on a list on the internet so that I can make these videos for a lot of you. For those of you who are not familiar, I am drinking alcohol in these videos in order to use up my stockpile because I am a food blogger, and otherwise my alcohol would just sit forever going unused, which is kind of useless, and because it seems to improve the video. I mean, you know. In addition, for every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets that is from the company 4Ocean. 4Ocean then pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. I am trying to give you an opportunity to do something great for the world for free. Whether you take that opportunity or not, well, that's on you, isn't it? Now, should education be free? Well, with all the student debt forgiveness, education is kind of free. It's a little annoying, actually, that I paid for my education out of pocket. I never took student loans because student loans were a bad idea. Now everybody's getting their student loans forgiven, and I'm like, why did I pay for my education? That's kind of a side issue, isn't it? Look, for one thing, this question is very poorly worded. Should education be free? A basic education is free. You don't have to pay for it. In certain communities, they actually take the idea, this is in America, that you should just get your kid to school, and the school does their best to provide everything else. That includes food and clothing and books and all those good things. There is a reason we made basic education free. That is because in the First World War, we had highly technical jobs in the war, and we had no one to fill those jobs. The United States government said, you know what? It would really be helpful if the average American could read, because he might need to use highly technical manuals to understand how to use weapons. So this is when we said, nope, everyone is going to get an education. All right? Now we're at a point where that basic education may not be good enough. And for the defense of the nation, we may need to make a higher education free. Just one of those things. Now, as far as a college education being free, I don't know. A free option would probably be a good thing. But the free option maybe we should offer it only to people who are impoverished. Education should be a ladder out of poverty. And poverty should not be a bar to education. I mean, one of the big reasons I got a degree in psychology. One of the reasons I didn't get my master's is I just couldn't afford it. It didn't look to be worth it to go forward and get the master's degree in psychology. I would then have to take classes for the rest of my life. Okay, and then I might not get the job in psychology. That's just how that works. Psychological workers, mental health workers, are some of the most poorly paid medical professionals in the world. despite a growing demand. It's one of those things. So, yeah, if education were free, I can tell you that I would be pursuing a master's degree right now. And I might make a pretty good counselor. I don't know about the rest of the world, though. I mean, one of the big problems I found was the quality of education was extremely poor. And I didn't go to some nobody school. I went to Cal State Fullerton, and I thought that place was a joke. The teachers were unengaged. They didn't care about people. They weren't interested in education. They were interested in showing up, collecting their paycheck, and going home. So, yeah, I mean, I think education should probably be free in the sciences. Certain classes should be free. Classes that, teach people things we need, at very least. I mean, maybe all of education should be free. Maybe you should be able to become a doctor free of charge. I don't know. But we should definitely have free programs where you are educated in what we as a nation need. But then do understand there was a time in American history where you left high school ready for a job. You were employable. Now that's not as true. And not only is that not as true, but we have consistently made a high school diploma easier to get, therefore decreasing its value. So I would have to argue that certain education should be free. Education in fields where we need more graduates. I don't know if we should educate people in useless fields for free, such as theater arts. Of course, then my personal feeling on theater arts is that yes, not only should be it free, but it should be scholarship only, and you should basically have to audition. We've only got so many spots available. You want to get a theater degree? Go and audition for those spots. If you're one of the people that gets it, that's fine. If not, better luck next time. This may not be true for a degree in psychology. I believe we do need more mental health workers who have degrees in psychology. But, the cost of education should really be based on the needs of the country and the needs of the people. And a useless degree, I mean, that should kind of be scholarship only. So yeah, I guess when you think about it, education should be free. If you think somebody is good enough in a field that they deserve to have that degree, they should be able to apply for that. As far as the rest of us, not everybody's going to make it through college. I've known a few people who dropped out. Then shackling them with debt, along with the fact that they can't get a decent job, well, that's not helping, is it? Anyway. Yeah, education should be free, but that's just my opinion. And I'd love to hear yours down in the comments below. I'm Richard. Hi everybody, I'm Danger Ducky, and this is the part of the video where I remind you to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm also giving time for there to be links to the next video and subscriptions. You should comment, like, and subscribe, because for every 1,000 subscribers, this channel will buy a bracelet from For Ocean, and that will pull a pound of trash out of the ocean. It's a big ocean, and there's a lot of trash there. We also buy medals from the Conqueror, and every one of those means that 5 trees are planted, so that we will have a cleaner world for you and me to live in. Danger Donkey says, be a good Samaritan, float like a butterfly, and comment, like, and subscribe!